Hello guys, Ajanaku here. Today we are reacting to another video of what a woman is. Tell me what you think a woman is in the comment section, guys. This thing is getting really funny and crazy. I'm really enjoying it, like, guys. Tell me what you think a woman is in the comment section. Let's get into this video.
Woman is
having a vagina. Oh, well, actually, no. Whatever you want to think as a woman.
There's trans men who are now capable of giving birth.
Does questioning make you transphobic?
I'm homophobic, I'm transphobic.
Like, why are you asking these questions right now type thing?
So today I asked about trans athletes. Challenge each person with questions the other side may ask. So let's see what they have to say. Should trans athletes compete against biological women?
People think that they're gonna beat them, then they're probably not the best for that competition.
That's like saying like there's like 10 bears that are all fighting each other, and then it's like, wait, let's bring in this one T-Rex and let's add that in and let's see how that kind of goes. And what happens is the T-Rex just destroys them.
So trans people
this guy illustration is crazy. His analogy is crazy, man.
T-Rexes.
I mean,
funny.
Women's sports is pretty
Trans people are T-Rex. Crazy.
scripted. Women compete against women.
No matter how many surgery, a woman's body is a woman's body. You can't really change that.
You get on hormone therapy,
You can't change that.
it does change the hormones within your bodies.
If they're classified as females, they should be able to compete against females. What do I actually think?
Yeah.
Women should compete against women, and transgenders should compete against transgenders.
Women should compete against women. Transgender should compete against transgender. So that means transgender are not women. Like, type shit. Crazy. So if transgender are not women, then what are they like? They are just transgender. Then what did they trans into? Crazy. Another category of human being entirely.
What do you believe in?
I got my own problems.
I was in the military. Was it fair for
Man, big up to that old man, man. Big up to the old man, man. I have my own problems. That's just it.
males to do the female PT test?
The woman's PT like a lower standard?
Significantly lower because a female can only do so much.
I do play men's volleyball though collegiately.
But before we continue, I know damn well I'm not the only one confused. I hope you don't mind me asking.
I sure am
were
confused.
You born a
Are you
biological
confused?
Male?
I'm non-binary, so I can be female as a gender and my sex can be male.
Whatever feels best for the day.
How about between Monday and Friday?
I can be female in my body, but my sex can be male. I don't understand. See?
Monday and Friday, definitely she, her at my job. It just depends on the vibe.
Depends, yeah. On this channel, we explore the.
It depends on the vibe. On Monday, she can be female. On Tuesday, she can be male. On Wednesday, she can be transgender. On Thursday, she can be a wolf. Crazy.
Familiar, because it's only through genuine conversations that we can change our perspective. But will people be too afraid to speak their truth? And with all the controversy, will I be demonetized or even worse, canceled like Chappelle? Bro, chill.
Man, people are scared of being cancelled. Like, people are scared of saying their truth.
What is a woman then?
Anyone who identifies as such.
It's just somebody who feels.
A woman is anyone who identifies as such. Okay.
Comfortable within femininity.
I don't even want to say femininity because it goes beyond that.
I'm more of a logical person. Kind of actually take that weird Jordan Peterson type stuff, just believing in yourself, and actually affect that towards like, gender.
Maybe let's take like a recent controversial issue like abortion. Heard women say, hey, no one should be making laws about us. In that instance, it seems like a woman is someone who is able to have a baby. Does that constitute a woman, or would you still stick with your definition?
A uterus wouldn't like make you a woman. I feel like there's so many other parts that are so much more important than just that.
Vagina. But
There's other parts that are important than just uterus. Like,
if you have like the long hair, if you have the nails.
So I think those are pretty big differences, right? 'Cause I could put on nails and hair, but if I identified as a woman, would that make me a woman?
Yeah.
Is there any
So if I put on long hair and make nails like I'm a woman, type shit.
scientific definitions, or is it just the words become true?
No one decides to become a woman. So no one just wakes up and is like, oh, I feel like being a woman. There are tons of thoughts, decisions, and even social repercussions, like this entire line of questioning that come with coming out as a woman.
But wouldn't that be kind of ignoring some sort of biological, realities?
I think that everybody has their own biological reality, and that's how the world has always worked. But this world is changing every fucking day, and you just gotta keep.
Man, the world is changing every day, guys. It's changing and it's getting scary by the day. Damn.
Up with the new time. Are you straight by chance?
I am, yeah.
You identify as straight, and you identify as a male?
Yeah.
So not everybody's gonna follow what your path is, and some people have their own path. And sometimes we just weren't born with that knowledge because we didn't got taught that as children.
Why has it changed over the last few years?
There's trans men who are now capable of giving birth, whatever makes someone feel better at night.
Trans men who are now capable of giving birth. Those trans men who are capable of giving birth, they are not trans men, they are women. They might be trans men, but they are actually women. That is why they are capable of giving birth. Like, it's crazy. Ugh.
And doesn't hurt somebody else, I don't think should matter to anybody.
Okay, so then what will the other side say? Okay, in your mind, do you think there are more than two genders?
Yes. I couldn't identify them all for you, but
I'm an old school, so if I'm growing up, I just know man and woman.
Again, I think I decided that I'm an alien. Do you believe it? If you don't accept that I'm
This guy says he's an alien. Maybe I'm a wolf.
an alien, then you're wrong. And that just doesn't make logical sense.
I'm a wolf. If you don't believe that I'm a wolf, you are wrong.
Your own opinion, your own thoughts, but I think there's one or the other.
Outside of sport, I don't really think it matters.
So obviously both sides have opinion.
Like, where is the world going to? Where is the world going to, guys? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Both sides have solutions? What do you think is the solution? Do you think trans athletes should have their own league? Do you think that sports should be gender neutral?
I've seen some females out there that can kick any guy's ass. I mean, look at fucking Ronda Rousey. She could probably take all our asses up at once.
I don't doubt that at all, but do you think she'll be able to take a professional male UFC fighter?
I mean, look at her. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I feel like you could beat my ass with those, honestly.
Baby, I'll give somebody a black eye with these.
Some women probably think that they're like faster than men, and some men probably think that they do like way better in like a female, or I'm trying to think of one that typically females are in. Ooh, cheerleading.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you could do it without pissing people off.
Should our priority be to not piss people off?
Yeah.
Yes. Our priority should be not pissing people off. People are scared of saying the truth, of pissing people off. Like, it's crazy. Just say the truth.
That is tricky.
Like, people don't even know what the truth is anymore. Like, because they are scared of saying it.
I guess you have to choose who you want to piss off. Because then you create more division, right? If you say, oh, well, we're going to make this only. But then it does make it inclusive for them if that's what they want to do.
Will there even be enough to form a league?
Not necessarily, but I think if we're gonna talk about integration, people of color being integrated into our schools, parks, society wasn't normalized until we talked about it. So trans is one of those topics right now that we just have to normalize.
not going to work 2 or 3 times as hard to try to compete against someone naturally born as a male.
Which does bring up something that no one wants to talk about. Are trans women taking away women's rights? Because it wasn't until 50 years ago when Title IX granted more equal access to women in sports. But today, when a trans woman receives a roster spot, is it denying biological women's opportunities? And if there are biological advantages, more times than not, is it denying opportunities to win?
I think you have to ask that population.
If only I knew someone who was trans and also an athlete.
I think someone who is prepubescent and is on hormones before developing natural testosterone, they're not as strong as me.
So should there be an age cutoff then?
Yes, their estrogen and testosterone levels have to be tested before competing.
If I'm gonna be real, I didn't expect that answer. And that even with hormone therapy, when you transition matters. So let's explore further on these advantages. Do you think that trans women have any sort of advantage against biological women when it comes to sports?
No. People can train and become professionals in whatever sport that they want to do, and you have the same ability to do that. Some people grow muscle faster than others, and that has nothing to do with your genitals.
In general, do you think men and women have physical differences?
I think there are physical differences across the plane.
But most transgender female, as in transgender male that turned into female and went into female sports, they were always dominating the women they meet in that sport. They are always dominating. Whether swimming, running, whatever, they are dominating. So I don't really understand what these people are saying. It's unfair.
We have differences. We're both women. We have differences. We're both women.
Yeah.
There could be biological advantages to it, but at what point is like that measure quantifiable?
A basketball player is scoring 500 points a game.
I would say that would go into more of the skill than rather than just like hormonal like influence.
As long as they're on like the proper treatment with like HRT, and I actually think at that point it becomes a disadvantage. I am also on estrogen. Like I lost a lot of that muscle, gained a lot of fatigue.
When I used to play soccer, and I felt like it was like better. I felt like I could challenge myself more.
It said that it made you better. Are you saying that men have an advantage over women when it comes to sports?
No, I don't think so. There's like ways in which that men and women can learn from each other in sports.
I guess, but could that be considered a bit unfair for biological women?
I don't think so.
Do you know who LeBron James is? Yeah. So he's 6'8", 280 pounds. What if he became a trans woman and competed against WNBA players? Would that be something that the WNBA players should just get over?
Like she would have an advantage. At the same time, I don't know, I feel like they could figure it out.
He probably would be in a league with similarly stacked women. There are 6'+ women who weigh a lot, who have a lot of musculature, and probably they'd be playing in the same league.
I think it would just depend on the sport.
I guess what would be a sport where it would be an equal playing field?
I haven't really thought too much about it.
I think in swimming it's possible because they're likely to be more muscular.
And it's something that's actually happened. Leah Thomas was a swimmer at UPenn who started her collegiate career competing on the men's swim team. But during Leah's junior year, she started hormone therapy and
transitioned to be happy.
Previously, Leah was ranked 65th in the men's 500-yard freestyle, but as a woman,
Leah Thomas pulling away over the final 150 meters, wins the NCAA championship.
She ranked first after winning the national championship. It's controversial to even question this, but sports is competition. So to avoid falling behind, will more programs start exclusively recruiting trans athletes?
You know, complete what I signed up for.
It's something the World Swimming Organization has noticed. New rules will now only allow athletes who have transitioned before the age of 12
which is unfair.
Women's events. So the more controversial topic, the more discussions we need.
It's like I'm a big soccer fan. Same. Like women's soccer and men's soccer becoming competitive to the point where like some of them are like passing the same like records at the same time.
I had to disagree.
You do?
Well, because I have personal experiences with this. When I was like on a U16 soccer team, we played the Portland Thorns. So they were like the women's champions of that specific year. So they have like Alex Morgan, like a bunch of like these Olympic high level athletes. We killed them 6-1 and we were 15.
A personal experience like that only goes so far. You can have outliers because we're seeing individual women break like certain records and all that.
Against other women.
It is against other women, but we are also seeing those numbers match very closely to male numbers.
But don't you think numbers are always relative, right? Like let's say if I joined a 8-year-old league, I'm gonna score 1,000 goals.
No.
Right?
No, but numbers as far as like stuff like goals or like...
Yeah, I guess like what I'm arguing that it is relative though, right? Because you're comparing a woman who's playing against other women's, that record against a man playing against other men, right?
Yeah, exactly. With those numbers becoming closer, that is also a good sign that we're going to move that, like the bell curve closer together.
In sports that doesn't require as much physical rigor, do you think then trans women should be able to compete against biological women?
But people wonder.
Guys, that's it for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section, guys. This is really crazy and funny. I don't even know what to say. Tell me what you think in the comment section, guys. Do you think trans people should compete in women's sports? And tell me what a woman is to you. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, support a Nigerian brother, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.
Listen up, 1,000 problems I wanna solve. That's a lot. I raise the bitches I wanna fuck, but that's enough. The life I choose 'cause I love. But I'm